Hello, my fellow griefers and trolls. Eric the Plague Doctor, 981YT here, or as I'm known on Twitch, Plague Doctor 98TTV. And beekos, welcome back to more Elder Scrolls Online, my favorite multiplayer game of all time. So in the last one, beekos, God, my brain is too fucking tired for this shit. I should not be doing this. So in the last one, we did the prologue quest for the Season of the Worm, which is the new content drop, major content drop. And, yeah, so today we are starting that. And, as you can see, I am in the, new costume that is currently in the store for, well, today's the last day, 16 hours left. But we are going to dye it. The Dark Brotherhood, colors. Okay. Let's see.
At least I'm getting something done.
Yeah, so I want to wear this costume for, the duration of the video, at least this first time around. Okay, I like that. I think we'll go with this. Oh, that didn't cost anything to dye it. Nice. And there's Sharp throwing a tantrum. But okay, now that we are done with that,
Your eyes are as lovely as muddy puddles.
we are gonna run back over to the Way Shrine.
This layer of Borat.
Oh, also, there were notifications. We have unlocked these skill lines that are maxed out, since subclassing is now a thing. And then there was that notification as well. Yeah, here we have, yeah, so we need to complete the quest, a study in discipline, it says. Yeah, we're not gonna worry about the subclassing shit right now. Anyway. What else is new? Nothing. Alright, so let's head to Solstice. Which is right here. Beginning the Season of the Worm. Now, I do have a few theories as to where this storyline's gonna go, but holy shit. Pretty.
Over here, Mainlander. I need to speak with you.
Looks like this is who we talked to.
Oh, here you are. Prince Azar told me to keep watch for you, Mainlander. I'm glad you showed up. We need all the help we can get. The Order of the Black Worm threatens to completely overrun Solstice.
The Order of the Black Worm?
You may know them as the Worm Cult. This foul group of necromancers raised the Writhing Wall, cut our island in half, and gathered their forces outside Sunport. Luckily, the Stirk Fellowship followed the Worm Cult here. Oh, thank the Three Queens.
What in Sithis' name is the Stirk Fellowship?
A coalition of forces from the mainland consisting of the Fighters and Mages Guilds and the Three Alliances. In fact, Prince Azar is overseeing efforts to bring Fellowship forces to Solstice even as we speak. I'm sure he'd welcome your help.
Alright, I'll assist the Stirk Fellowship. Where do we start?
Report to Prince Azar outside the city. He's with Mage Feranor, about to summon the champions of the Three Alliances to Sunport. After that, he'll know where best to utilize you and will add you to the Fellowship payroll.
Can you tell me more about Solstice?
You stand in Sunport, seat of House Corellania, and my home. When my ancestors came to Solstice, they found the island inhabited by Argonians from the mainland. For centuries, we have lived in peace with the Stone Nest and Tideborn peoples.
Oh, that explains the style in the store. Wait, do I have the Stone Nest motif? When did House Corellania come to Solstice?
In the middle of the First Era. My ancestors lost their realm in Hammerfell to the Ragada invasions, then were later banished from Somerset. A fate they brought upon themselves. Of course, we have changed our ways since those dark times.
So, your house is still in exile here?
Once that was so, but now this is our home. Before the current crisis, Solstice had little interaction with the mainland. Oh, a few sailors and wandering merchants settled here, but most avoid Solstice. They consider the island to be cursed.
And who are you?
Forgive me, I am Mermal, a mid-conjurer of the College of Rituals. I serve Regent Corinwe Corellania, Governor of Sunport. For the duration of this crisis, I have been instructed to help our new friends from the mainland in any way I can.
You mentioned the Writhing Wall. What is that?
Look east. See the giant spectral curtain looming over Sunport? That's the Writhing Wall. The necromancers of the Worm Cult conjured it when they revealed themselves here. It divides the island in two, forming an impenetrable barrier to the east.
And what's on the other side?
Eastern Solstice, the other half of our island. It contains ancient ruins and is home to the Stone Nest Argonians. But we had little commerce with them even before the Writhing Wall appeared. What's happening over there now? We can only guess.
So I'm with the Stirk Fellowship. What have I missed?
As I heard it, after the cult killed Guildmaster Merrick and captured Vornus Galerian in the surprise attacks, Prince Azar and Gabriel Benele assumed leadership of the Fighters and Mages Guilds. They formed the Fellowship to deal with the threat.
And why did the cult come to Solstice?
That's unclear. All we have ascertained is that they have been gathering their members and building their strength secretly in Eastern Solstice for some time. The Fellowship tracked them here and is in the process of summoning their own forces.
Okay. Oh, there's something I want to look at, too. Feast of Shadows. Alright.
What's the next step, Mage Farinor?
The portal anchors when you're ready, Mermal.
Go
There's
on.
Princess Ah.
I'll follow your lead, Mage Farinor.
I see you made it to Solstice. Good. We need you. The Worm Cult began this fight by unleashing their Soul Reapers on the guilds and alliances, by killing Guildmaster Merrick and taking Vanis Galarian captive. They started this war. We'll finish it.
A war? That sounds a little grandiose for a group of cultists.
Nonetheless, it is a war, and the Worm Cult is no minor threat. We came to Solstice to stop the cult and avenge our fallen comrades. But when we arrived, we encountered much more resistance than we anticipated. We had to send for reinforcements.
What kind of reinforcements?
Veterans from the Fighters and Mages guilds, mostly. There are some soldiers from the three alliances here, too. An advance force of a greater army, once we convince the alliances that the Worm Cult is truly as dangerous as they were last time.
So the three alliances aren't truly part of the Stirk Fellowship.
Oh, they are. But with the war in Cyrodiil still raging, they require more proof before committing more soldiers. In fact, Farinor and Mermal are preparing a portal for their representatives, champions to evaluate the situation personally.
Alright, what do you need from me?
Take these portal anchors and place them around the area. Then tell Mage Farinor when they're set. I know little of such magic, but Gabrielle of the Mages Guild said they would stabilize the portal long enough for the final group to come through.
Who are these representatives?
That's unclear. Champions of some renown and their guards, I was told. The Dominion indicated it was sending someone close to the Queen. High King Emmerich promised a capable hero, and the Pact was even less forthcoming. I'm not sure who to expect.
You mentioned Gabrielle.
Yes, Gabrielle Benelay, acting leader of the Mages Guild, while Vanis Galarian remains a prisoner of the Worm Cult. She sensed a mystic emanation from the northwest and went to investigate. She left Farinor and Mermal to handle the final transport.
How does Solstice feel about the Stirk Fellowship sending troops to their island?
Sunport has a city guard, but no army to speak of. But outside the city walls, only a handful of warriors protect the scattered villages, and the Worm Cult roams free. Sunport has held the cultists off so far. Barely. They welcome our assistance.
Any idea why the cult is here?
We're still trying to figure that out. I thought the Worm Cult was broken forever when the Allied forces stormed Cold Harbor and stopped the plane meld. It appears they had a secret refuge on this island and regrouped there to form their latest plan.
A secret refuge?
Nothing else makes sense. The Sunporters noticed suspicious new arrivals over the last few months. Sinister figures slipping off to the wild eastern half of the island. Then the writhing wall appeared and cut the island in half. That's unclear. Champions of some... Yes, Gabrielle Benelay. Sunport has a city. We're still Nothing else makes sense. Take these portal anchors and place them around the area.
Right, how does
Then
Solstice
tell Mage
feel
Farinor
about
when
the
they're
Stirk
set.
Fellowship sending
I know
troops to the
little of
island?
such magic. Sunport has a city guard, but no army to speak of. But outside the city walls, only a handful of warriors protect the scattered villages, and the Worm Cult roams free. Sunport has held the cultists off so far. Barely. They welcome our assistance. We're still trying to figure that out. I thought the Worm Cult was broken forever when the Allied forces stormed Cold.
Okay, let's place these then.
Are the anchors all in place, newcomer? This is trickier than it looks. We're summoning multiple people from several locations at once, and Solstice is riddled with ancient magics that can interfere with teleportation spells. Are the portal anchors in place?
Yes, is there anything else you need?
No, the next steps in the ritual are mine to perform, with a little help from Mermal, of course. Just stand right there and don't move until I finish. It's important that the ritual goes exactly as I intend.
Understood.
stand back. This requires a special touch.
First, they will bring the foot soldiers through. Then the Alliance representatives.
What's happening?
Wow.
Gabriel didn't do it this way.
Ha! Such is the fate of all who defy the Black Worm.
Where's Farinor? Mermal, what just happened?
I do not believe it! Mage Farinor deliberately sabotaged the portal spell while the Alliance representatives were in mid-transport. Oh, I wish Gabrielle Benelay were here.
What do you mean, Mage Farinor sabotaged the spell?
She unraveled the spell in mid-teleport. I tried to salvage it, but barely managed to pull the shredded magicka back together. These soldiers were knocked senseless, but I think the representatives made it through after I diverted them from Sunport.
So where are they?
Did you see the motes of light shooting off in different directions? Those were the representatives. Champions from the Old Merry Dominion, Ebonheart Pact, and Daggerfall Covenant. They landed in Solstice somewhere.
Any idea where you sent them?
Do you have a map? I can sense two of the representatives roughly here and here. The third... I just do not know. I can sense nothing of the last representative's present location. Speak with Prince Azar. He may know what to do.
I do not believe it. Farinor sabotaged the portal. She spoke of the Black Worm. She's one of the cultists. But what became of the Alliance representatives? Did they make it to Solstice?
Mermal thinks they made it, but he had to divert them to save them from Farinor's sabotage.
Damn that Farinor! The Dominion, the Covenant, the Pact, they promised to send their best to assess the situation. We need those representatives, or the Alliances will never commit more troops. Wherever they wound up, we need to find them.
How would Ogel Greel respond? Decisions. He's got a bit more of a brazen attitude, so I guess this. The Alliance oh, shit.
I do not believe it. Damn that Farinor! The Dominion, the Covenant, the Pact, they promised to send their best to assess the situation. We need those representatives, or the Alliances will never commit more troops. Wherever they wound up, we need to find them.
The representatives can wait. We need to find Farinor, and by Sithis make her pay for this betrayal!
I share your anger, comrade, yet justice must wait. I am in no condition to travel, so I must ask you to locate the Alliance representatives Mermal sensed. Help them find their way to Sunport. And I must ask you to locate Gabrielle Benelay as well.
You mentioned her before.
I did. She currently leads the Mages Guild. When Gabrielle sent something to the northwest, Farinor directed her to an old temple. After all this, I fear Gabrielle may be in danger.
Likely, yeah.
Tell her to get back here. I'll wait in the city's west square.
Fine. If that's what you need me to do, I'll find everyone and send them back here. Okay. Holy shit. Oh, this is a weirdly shaped zone. Gabrielle can wait. Let's go south. Oh, those aren't mountains. That's the wall. Okay, that makes more sense. I thought they were mountains. at a glance. So, let's see.
Stand firm, wretched mage, and answer my questions quadratic.
It has been 2 days. Torment me no longer, you sorry excuse for a Daedric prince.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I like that this is a Argonian island. Naturally, I love
Aura, my
Argonians.
Husk. We'll show her an oppressive aura.
But let's take our time and really explore the island and see if we can't unlock some way shrines. Speaking of which, how many way shrines are here? 7. Okay, not many. Are there world events here? There are not. That is disappointing. Okay, sorry about that brief interruption. Okay, we got another way shrine. I'm really liking the look of this place so far.
Over here, mercenary.
Keshu! Oh my god! I didn't know she was coming back! Sorry, I got a little excited. She's one of my favorite characters in the lore. Holy shit. I got way too excited over that. Where's she at? Okay, she's by Shelltide Village. Awesome sauce.
We hiked all the way out here for this. I guess it's not so bad. You want the tie? Fine.
There is a sky shard. Oh, it's down here. Okay.
Who's there? Show yourself.
Scordo!
You're here? Huh. I guess this is Solstice after all. I was starting to wonder. Last I heard, we were supposed to meet in some nice city called Sunport. Glad I'm not the only one who got it wrong.
It's been a minute since we've seen him. This is Solstice, but the worm cult sabotaged the portal. Prince Azah sent me to find you.
Huh. A sabotaged portal. At least I'm not on the wrong island entirely. Portal mishaps can be a lot worse than arriving slightly off target. As for this place, looks like necromancers have been busy here. See that giant ghost wall behind me?
The locals call it the Writhing Wall.
Ain't that a delightful name? I ducked into this hut to take a break from fighting off the hungry critters outside. I was just about to look around, but now that you're here, you can help. Then I need to find Prince Azah and get caught up on things.
Very well, let's see what's here.
I say we start with that weird barrier. What did you call it? The Writhing Wall? I poked at it already. It's pretty solid. It stinks of necromancy. Oh, and when we finish here, point me towards Sunport, all right? I hate being lost.
You said you examined the wall?
Fitting name. Yeah, I ain't seen anything like it, and I've seen a lot. I pushed at the wall, but couldn't get through. The local critters shy away from it too. Makes you wonder what the worm cult's hiding on the other side.
Manamarco!
See? The whole wall's made of ghost stuff, but nothing goes through.
Almost reminds me of the, what was it called? The Ghost Fence. The Ghost Fence from Elder Scrolls
That a
3.
letter? Might be important.
Partially burned missive. Scythe Knight, Kimbor? Gimbor? Is that a G? I don't know. You are no longer, illegible. Wormstone. Relocate your nest and illegible to the passages beneath. A shipment of the highest importance is expected. Ensure it is safe from any conceivable threat. Do not forget to, when you depart and destroy this letter, Dark Adept Farinor.
Passages in a vital shipment. Interesting. Prince Azah should see that note, pal. Huh. Not sure what to make of all this. Look, I appreciate you coming to find me. I could have wandered around for days before I found my way to Sunport. But hang on to that letter. It might shed some light on what the worm cult's up to. Make sure you get it to Prince Azah.
Any idea who, Scythe Knight Simbor is?
Not a Tuscan clue. I just got here. But Scythe Knights are low-ranking cult leaders. Sergeants, you might say. I'd guess there was a worm cult nest posted here until they got orders to move on.
And what about the passages beneath?
Tunnels? Mines? Who knows? I'm more interested in this important cargo the worm cult wants to protect. Damn cultists are always up to something. Guess I'd better head to Sunport and check in. Which way was it again?
Head north. I'll meet you there when I'm done gathering the others. Oh, what is this? Glukishta, something terrible happened to Wormstone Village. A wall of spirits appeared and cut our valley in half. It is too dangerous to remain here. This barrier, whatever it is, angers the local beasts. And there are dark-clad strangers skulking along the road nearby. We are leaving. If you return and find us gone, look for us near Shelltide Village. Maybe it will be safe there. Okay. Interesting.
Loot there, don't pass it up.
I'd rather pass it up. Fucking sharp. All right.
Over here, mercenary. See, let's go this way and see what's this way. There is another way shrine. Veil of Revelry. Sanguine related shit. Let's go discover this boss real quick and then be on our way. How many bosses are here? Just 3. A bit upsetting.
Stand firm, wretched mage, and answer my questions quadratic.
It has been 2 days. Torment me no longer, you sorry excuse.
Okay, we're practically at the end and still no way shrine. There's a quest though. What is this place? Everlasting Fair. Sergeant
You there! A little help? My squad is lost in the magic fair. Come! The everlasting fair welcomes all. Make
Why did the Hiss abandon me to this strange fate?
Alright, I want to grab this, right. Sanguine Islet. Interesting name. Beware the wandering spirit. That's fucking ominous. Tainted Leal Delve. Okay.
Rigert would like to speak words with you, my friend.
Rigert the Brash. Honestly, I shouldn't even be surprised.
Rigert goes where the winds of diplomacy take him, and wherever the Scald King sends him, as long as there's mead and rabbit meatballs. Rigert loves rabbit meatballs.
Wait, you're the pact representative now?
Out of the way, Rigert. Don't you have a task of your own to
Wax
accomplish?
and Ash.
Leave
Okay, I
this
remember
to
her.
me.
Shore's bones. Rigert knew he should have brought more mead.
Oh, thank God.
Rigert has a mission of his own to accomplish, but he is easily distracted. Best to send him on his way. Now it's good to see you, my friend. I should have expected the Stirk Fellowship would recruit you, but why did I arrive in a worm cult nest?
Okay. I love Wax and Ash, and I'm happy she's the representative, because at least it's someone sensible. Rigert the Brash, while I think he's a fun character, all as she puts it, he gets distracted easily. He's a bit of an idiot. He should not have any kind of... He should not be a representative of anything unless it's for, mead salesmanship. If he could do some good work in that. But anyway, a traitor in the Mages Guild, Mage Farinor, sabotaged your portal.
The Mages Guild? I expected trouble from the Dominion or the Covenant, but not one of the guilds. I am lucky to have reached Solstice at all, although it did not seem so when I landed in this pool of slaughterfish. So where is Prince Azar?
Prince Azar is waiting for you in Sunport. It's the city to the east.
Good. I'll make my way there and find the prince. Rigert and I were dropped into the bog of a hungry Hajmota. Still, I do not think the worm cult was happy to see me. Just ask the ones bleeding on the ground.
Very good, I'll see you in Sunport.
This worm cult encampment makes one thing clear. Matters on Solstice are very serious indeed. We have much work to do. I must assess the situation and send my report back to the Ebonheart Pact as quickly as I can.
It's good to see you, Wax and Ash. How exactly did you wind up here?
A good question, my friend. The Scald King wanted to send Lyris Titanborn, but she was not available. I must do what I can in her place. I am not as mighty a warrior as Lyris, but I too fought in Cold Harbor. The worm cult is a foe I know well.
Okay, so Lyris Titanborn might show up again, considering this is a sequel to the main story. But, I'm just gonna say this right now. Lyris and Sai Sahan are probably too busy getting the smoochy smooch going on, given that the last time we saw them, they finally kissed and, like, confessed their feelings for each other. Well, they didn't literally kiss, but you know what I mean. Like, they're all buddy-buddy now. Reconnected. That was the Reach. That was the Reach main storyline, yeah. So, you know, I'm assuming, that's what I'm assuming. Lyris is probably doing smoochy smooch shit with Saisahan, helping rebuild the Abbey of Blades and all that. I don't know what the fuck they're getting up to, but I'm assuming there's some smoochy smooch involved. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. What did King Yoren tell you?
To set aside our differences with Queen Irene and High King Emmerich and assess the situation. He wants a trusted source to determine if the threat is great enough to commit more troops to. If a wildfire truly threatens the swamp, all huts will burn.
I like that metaphor. Also, that's a bit weird that Yoren, in a roundabout way, said to set aside the differences with Emmerich and Irene, because, dude, he is such a fucking jackass. I hate Yoren, so that's weird. Okay, now we have to go find Gabrielle.
Let's move.
To the main road. Hoping to find more way shrines. We're just missing 3 of them. Is this the main road? Near enough to.
Someone arrives. On behalf of the Nord Cultural Exchange, I request assistance.
No, fuck off. I'll deal with you later. And that's 5. We're just missing 2 more.
It has been 2 days. Torment me no longer, you sorry excuse for a Daedric prince. Thank the 3 queens and other mortal soul. You must help me. I suffered 2 days of endless questions at the hands of this so-called Daedric prince. Please, are you good at mathematical equations?
Did you say mathematical equations?
Let me start over. I'm a lector with the College of Rituals, and I hope to summon Sheogorath. I know, spare me your judgment, but when I tried to summon the Prince of Madness, I bit my tongue. Instead, I summon the Prince of Mathness.
Prince of Mathness?
I have no doubt this is some underling the mad god sent to torment me. And worse yet, I cannot banish him. He badgers me with mathematical questions and follows me everywhere, insistently urging me to comply with his queries.
How can I help?
Distract this so-called prince while I construct a ritual to banish him. Just answer his questions for as long as you can, and I should finally be able to rid us of this torment.
Yet another mortal stands before the Prince of Madness. Do you believe yourself versed in matters mathematical? Step forward and face me!
Prince of Mathness, I will face your fiendish equations.
Already you show fire twice as bright as that sniveling mage. I welcome you, challenger. First question. I stand before a charred tree and pluck 12 apples from its burning branches. I discard 14. How many apples do I have?
It's literally impossible to discard more apples than you had.
Whether it is possible or not isn't the question, Kerr. How many apples do I have?
-2.
Correct! Next question. A scrib walks 7,000 steps in a day. If it takes 2.5 days to walk from the bog of blissful delusion to my home, how many steps will the scrib take to reach me?
You know, as someone who has never been good at math, I am finding myself extremely agitated. Because, lordy, do I hate anything related to math. I didn't think there could be a Daedric prince I hate more than, what's his name? Actually, I don't even know who my least favorite Daedric prince is. I would say Namira, the Lady of Decay, just because she's into cannibalism and gross. And while the Wendigo is one of my favorite mythological creatures, and that's related to cannibalism and what have you, I don't really like Namira's portrayal of it. I think Namira is just gross. But that's also the point. So I'd say Namira is my least favorite thing. But if this is a Daedric prince, which I doubt, least favorite. Absolutely, this is my new least favorite. There's literally a very, very small handful of things that I hate more than math.
You were no more a match for my equations than that foolish mage. You tried to banish me? Did you really think it would be that easy? Our game has only just begun.
No, please! Leave me be, you vile equation-spewing shade!
Yeah, I'm okay. Back to the regular scheduled program of aiding Gabrielle, because that was awful.
At last, someone arrives. On behalf of the Nord Cultural Exchange, I request assistance.
Let's go grab that way shrine. Shores stand.
At last, someone arrives. On behalf of the Nord Cultural Exchange, I request assistance.
So I think that's, yeah, just one more way shrine we haven't gotten yet.
Stand firm, wretched mage, and answer my questions quadratic.
It has been 2 days. Torment me no longer, you sorry excuse for a favorite prince.
Let's actually discover this real quick. Vaken. I like that name.
I'm with you.
Zitak Ruins.
I could see us resting here. Just for a moment, though.
Oh, I could go for a good rest right now. I feel like shit. Work was murder on me.
Aid me, Lady Meridia. Help me find what I...
Fuck Meridia, dude.
Nothing here. I need to get inside. Traveler, please join my sacred...
Wait, what the fuck was that name? Cam Daddy. Okay, that is only slightly better than what I thought it was.
This is fascinating. Fascinating.
Hello, Gabrielle.
Oh, good. You made it to Solstice. Look at this place. I know it's in ruins now, but once this was a magnificent courtyard with a grand temple beyond, consecrated to the Daedric Prince of Light Meridia. Just think of it.
I am thinking of it, and I'm disgusted. Fuck Meridia. Prince Azaz sent me. Mage Faranor sabotaged the portal, and he thinks you may be in danger.
Faranor? A traitor? When I sense power here, calling to the staff of Vanus Galarian that I carry, she told me about this old temple. I got so caught up admiring the site that I haven't found anything yet. But what of the Alliance representatives?
Miramal salvaged the spell as best he could and diverted them to other locations on the island.
That's something, at least. This place reminds me of a dear friend, Darian Gautier, who served Meridia. I still can't believe he's gone. Perhaps Meridia has a message for me, or the staff wants something here. Can you help me search the area?
I miss Darian. I'm upset that the Darian in Somerset was never the real Darian. Darian was a fucking awesome guy. I loved Darian. I mean, I hated him. I hated him at first. First time I interacted with him, like, after a few quests, he grew on me. I grew to like him, and grew to see him as kind of a funny character and enjoyable. But at first, I'm just like, wow, what a total douchebag. But that's besides the point. Very well, I will take a look around.
There. While I hold my spell of searching, you
The
examine
bell
anything
and the
that glows.
hymn. In the name of the Sunfire, the Radiant One, the Lady of Light, Barf, hail, O beloved, thou who are especially favored, indecipherable. On the appointed day, let those lustriants deemed worthy of audience in the colored rooms assemble in the courtyard. Sing ye, then, the hymn of luminance, indecipherable. As the light of dawn glows upon the brow of the faithful, strike ye, then, the sacred bell with a blessed mallet. The song of the bell shall be light made tangible. Thus shall the door to the Bright Lady's realm be opened unto you. Are we gonna get the Golden Knight version of Darian back? Oh, I hope so. I loved the Golden Knight. Indecipherable. Who walk in the colored rooms glorify the Lady of Light and gain her blessing for all their days, indecipherable.
An old tome. A lucky find. Age is not kind to paper.
No, it's not. Okay, what's this? Rubble.
A temple bell. Nearly pristine considering the age of this place.
Oh, so this is the bell that the book was talking about. Interesting. And what's this? Oh, I wanna fucking
That idol
puke.
confirms this was indeed a temple of Meridia.
Yeah, no, Meridia is my least favorite Daedric Prince. I always forget she's a Daedric Prince. I hate Meridia. Meridia and then Namira are my least favorite. I need to remember. And see, I don't even... Most people who don't like Meridia don't like her because of the "a new hand touches the beacon" shit that she does in Skyrim. No, I dislike her just because she's a bitch. I really don't like her as a character. She's like Almalexia if she was actually a deity. And Almalexia, like, is already viewed as a deity. I don't see her as a deity. I see her as a mortal who gained godlike power and is posing as a deity. That's how I view Almalexia. I fucking hate Almalexia. She is my least favorite character in the entirety of Elder Scrolls lore. So, like, just, I hate Meridia. Yeah, least favorite Daedric Prince, right there, Meridia. Alright.
The items you uncovered are tied to the power that drew me here. I can sense a powerful blessing of Meridia sleeping in that bell.
Barf! A book, an idol, and a bell. I don't understand.
Meridia was a powerful ally when we fought Molag Bal in Cold Harbor to end the plane meld. I think I was drawn here to remind me she could help us against the worm cult again. Maybe Vanas reached out through the staff to guide me. I can't quite tell.
Is it possible we can use this bell against the worm cult?
Maybe, but I'm not sure how. The bell is rather heavy. Besides, the tome you found suggested opening doors, not blasting evil. I'll need to think about this. Thank you for your help here. I'll see you back in Sunport.
I'll meet you there. Alright. I guess we return to Sunport. Huh. I wonder where the last way shrine is, though.
Nothing here. I need to get inside. Traveler, please.
I wonder if we're gonna be going to the other side of this island at some point, like right over here. And then that's where the last way shrine is. Okay, let's take a detour. So I'm going to assume that the we're going to turn in right now. Oh, there's one of the dailies. The Sleepy Sloth. I wonder if we're gonna get the house when we complete the storyline. How many parts are there? 5. Oh, there it is, Sunport Way Shrine. That's the one we were missing. Alright, let's go grab that. Alright, we got that taken care of. Now let's head back. So we now have all the way shrines.
I never suspected a thing. Farinor had us all fooled.
Well, it looks like 2 of the Alliance representatives have finally arrived. It's good to see 2 waylaid guild members return safely to the fold, though I must remember to treat them as agents of the alliances they represent here on in. As for those injured by Farinor's treachery, they have recovered, including me.
As you can see, I recovered 2 of the representatives and Gabrielle. No sign of the 3rd, though.
Mage Farinor missed her chance to eliminate me and the representatives, but she cost us time. While we tended to our wounds and recovered the scattered representatives, the worm cult was free to act.
Any word of the Dominion's representative?
Mermal believes they survived the portal mishap and are on Solstice somewhere. We must trust they will turn up soon. In the meantime, we must celebrate what victories we can and make ready for the next stage of our operation.
Is it gonna be Razumdar, or is that too obvious? It might be Razumdar. I'm not sure. I will actually be happy if it's Raz. I miss Razumdar. Anyway, witches.
All in good time, comrade. First, your efforts to bring together the Alliance representatives helped us overcome Faranor's sabotage. We survived the Worm Cult's first blow. Next, we shall deal them one of our own. Please, accept this with my thanks.
All right.
We're still one Alliance representative short, but we can wait no longer. It's time for a council of war.
All right, so let's do this second quest. Yeah, we'll do the second quest, and then I think we'll call it. All right, so.
Indeed. We need to consult with Regent Corinway. Sunport's aid is crucial to our campaign. When last we spoke, she said she would meet with her advisors and send word. But that was days ago. Plans must be finalized between the Fellowship and Sunport.
You haven't heard back from the Regent?
High Elves can be deliberate about such things. The Worm Cult, however, does not stand still. It is time to press Regent Corinway for a decision, and I would like you to join us. Will you help me win Sunport's cooperation, comrade?
All right, I'll help you talk to Regent Corinway and secure Sunport's cooperation.
I hate badgering Regent Corinway, but the Fellowship is already at work. I sent our forces to seek allies and search out trouble across Western Solstice, but I worry House Corellania may not welcome our efforts. Meet me at Venutilmo Palace, comrade.
Do you suspect that the Regent won't agree to an alliance with the Fellowship?
Not at all. High Elves are not given to hasty decisions. In my father's court, I learned that how you approach an elf of high rank is just as important as what you actually plan to say. A certain amount of formality and ritual can't be avoided.
Doesn't the Regent understand the danger posed by the Worm Cult?
Oh, she knows the danger of necromancers quite intimately. But convincing her own court may not be an easy thing. Solstice has known peace for centuries. An enemy at the gate. Many of Sunport's people do not want to accept their peril.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the Regent?
Regent Corinway seems to be a capable leader who cares about Sunport and all of Solstice. I called upon her when I first arrived. We are bringing a small army to her realm. I felt it best to assure her of our intentions before she assumed an invasion.
What did the Regent say when you explained our purpose here?
Regent Corinway has no desire to see her people caught up in someone else's war. Yet she recognizes that her hope for peace will not protect her from the Worm Cult. She agreed to let me bring our forces here and to consider joining our fight.
What should I know about House Corellania?
My people have a history with House Corellania. Long ago, the High Elves ruled Hammerfell. When my ancestors came to Tamriel, they found no welcome from the Corellanias. Unable to defeat the Regatta in open battle, the Elves called upon dark powers.
Dark powers?
Necromancy most vile. The Corellanias turned my ancestors' own dead against them. Only the creation of the sacred Anse wards put a stop to the carnage. The Regatta finally prevailed and drove the Corellanias from Hammerfell.
So the Corellanias are in league with the Black Worm?
I am told they abandoned their necromantic ways centuries ago. Certainly, I have noticed nothing untoward on their part since I arrived here. But the Corellanias are not remembered kindly in Sentinel, and Sunport's elves are very much aware of that.
Do you suspect that Regent Carnway won't agree to an alliance?
Not at all. High elves are not given to hasty decisions. In my
Okay. We've already talked about that.
Ready.
This place is pretty, though.
You were there to stop Alexandra Cannell from capturing the Coral Harp.
Prince Azar! Thank goodness! Something is wrong here!
What's the problem, Mermal?
Oh,
I
Sir
arrived to
Singh
find
is
the palace
here.
deserted, and the regent is nowhere to be seen.
That's not good. Let's look around. I'll check upstairs.
Okay. I didn't think Singh liked doing the storylines.
Strange. This door is sealed by strong magic.
This doesn't look good. See all the blood? Someone was stabbed here.
Up here on the balcony, I found someone.
As I told this orc, I was working in a storeroom. And when I came out, I noticed the palace guards were missing. Then I spotted hooded figures struggling to carry someone out the side door. I think it was Regent Corinway.
Okay, start from the beginning. Did you see anything unusual before you went to the storeroom?
A small group of merchants arrived at the palace, carrying crates and bundles. I saw them speaking with the guards. Traders make deliveries all the time, so I thought nothing of it and carried on with my work.
What happened next?
I came out and first noticed that the palace guards were gone. Then I saw 3 hooded figures carrying a large bundle. I heard a muffled cry from inside. It sounded like the regent. One of the figures dropped something by the throne.
I found a crumpled note on the floor. Was this it?
Yes, I think so. Let me see. Swen Coast is an old retreat out on the west coast. A noble's cottage, long abandoned. And these are directions. That must be where the merchants were headed. Please, Mainlander, you must help Regent Corinway.
Thank you, we'll deal with this.
They had to be worm cultists. Go to the Regent's aid, comrade. The rest of us will secure the city.
Here we go.
The Sturk Fellowship is here to help. But most of the city treats us like invaders.
How would you react if an army suddenly appeared in your city?
Anyone seen the Regent lately?
Raz!
Careful! Enemies are close. You are with the Fellowship, yes? Then come, talk to Razumdar, representative of
Okay,
the
yeah,
Dominion.
okay, it was Raz. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Oh, Raz, I fucking love you.
Five Claw! Raz hoped he would find you in Sunport when he reported to Prince Azah as the representative from the Old Merry Dominion. Let this one guess. You are looking for someone who was abducted. This is true, yes?
Sunport is close by, but Prince Azah sent me here to rescue Regent Karinwe. She was kidnapped.
Then Razumdar is glad to have you here. Some mysterious fellows in dark robes smuggled an elf noble into this house just a short time ago. A romantic arrangement? Raz wondered. But no, necromantic, as it turns out.
That could be Regent Karinwe. I need to free her from her captors.
Raz admires your initiative. Still, this is a delicate situation. Storming quickly and the worm cult may kill the lady. Move too slowly and they may slip away. What is your preference?
Hit them hard. Hit them fast. No one gets away.
Very dramatic, but so be it. You storm the ground floor and get the kidnapper's attention. Raz will climb to the balcony and break in upstairs. With a little luck, we should overwhelm the worm cult before they can harm the regent. Whatever happens, Raz swears the missing noble lady will come to no harm if he has anything to say about it. The worm cultist, not so much. Raz will make his move when you do.
What are you doing on Solstice, Raz?
So this is Solstice. Good. When Raz agreed to represent Queen Irene and the Dominion in the Stark Fellowship, he was told he would be going to a city called Sunport. This is clearly not Sunport. How did Raz happen to end up here, Five Claw?
A worm cult traitor sabotaged your portal. The Alliance representatives were scattered.
A traitor? Queen Irene was careful not to share the details of the message. Perhaps the other alliances were not so diligent in safeguarding the plans. Well, Raz is here now. He is ready to assess the situation and help you set things right.
Well, it looks like someone came through and cleared house for us. Several someones.
Ah, Raz believes we have found the regent. Set her free, Five Claw.
Oh, that is better. My thanks. But there is something you need to hear. Thank the Three Queens.
I love her robes.
Those horrible necromancers promised to steal my soul when they finished with me. I feared this old house would be the last thing I ever saw. But there is more to say, if I can trust you, stranger.
I'm Ogel Greel. We're with the Sturk Fellowship, and we're here to rescue you.
Oh, someone noticed I was abducted then. I was afraid the worm cult had spirited me out of the city before anyone realized. But that's not important. We must return to Sunport at once. The worm cult is about to do something terrible.
What exactly are they planning?
I overheard my captors. The worm cult positioned some sort of necromantic weapons throughout the palace district. They're preparing to seal off the district and slaughter all within. We must get back to Sunport and sound the alarm.
We'll return to Sunport at once.
Go on, Five Claw. Raz will escort the noble lady back to Sunport.
You have my gratitude, kind sir.
Head back to Sunport, Five Claw. Let Prince Azah know the regent is safe and warn him of the threat to the palace district. It is clear where Razumdar's duty lies at this moment.
Duty? What duty are you talking about?
To personally escort the lovely regent safely back home, of course. Raz is willing to make this small sacrifice so that you may claim the honor of reporting our success and sounding the alarm to protect the city.
I can flirt with the kitty. Oh my god. I'm a little jealous. Maybe we could find some time alone too, if you're interested.
Raz is not interested, you might say. But this one's usual playful banter must wait. For now. We really should return to Sunport and warn them.
No, so I think this cat's legitimately attractive. As far as I'm aware, Razumdar is the only Khajiit I have any attraction for. There's a long list of Argonians that I have an attraction for. I think Argonians are the most attractive race, but that's me. I think it's cool though that we could flirt with Raz after all this time. Okay, I really need to like shake my head off. And cuz I'm distracted.
Razumdar, Dominion Representative Extraordinaire, is here at last. He brings the Regent, too. And the warning.
Regent, by my father's sword, that... I see that Regent Corinway is safe, and you located the missing Alliance representative. Well done. Shortly after you departed to rescue the Regent, the Worm Cult made their move. Now the storm is upon us, and the time for battle is at hand.
Regent Corinway overheard her captors. They're planning to use weapons on the Palace District.
Yes, it seems the Regent's kidnapping was only the start. The Worm Cult hid soldiers throughout the palace, who then emerged and took us by surprise. They seized control of the Palace District. Worse, the weapons they plan to use are Soul Reapers.
Oh, those things.
Vile necromantic devices that steal the souls of any who die nearby. The Worm Cult used Soul Reapers in their attacks on the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild and elsewhere throughout Tamriel. Guildmaster Merrick died destroying one.
What do you need me to do?
Join the others in the Palace District and drive out the Worm Cult. Destroy any Soul Reapers you encounter by tearing out their cores. That's the only safe way to disable them. Use the hidden entrance in the luxury goods shop to get inside.
I'll head to the Palace District and do whatever I can.
We'll take the Worm Cult from all sides at once.
Okay, the Regent's got some shit to say.
Good luck, comrade.
I cannot believe it. Fighting in the streets of Sunport. These Worm Cult invaders must be stopped. While our defensive forces are not unlimited, whatever Sunport has will join with the Stirk Fellowship. For Sunport, for Solstice, for victory!
What will I find on the other side of the hidden entrance Princess Ah mentioned?
The passage leads through a gap in the old city wall to a townhouse inside the Palace District. It opens into the street just below the square by Vinutilmo Palace's main entrance. I imagine we will find the Worm Cult leaders there.
We? What will you be doing?
I detest bloodshed, but I cannot stand by while others fight to protect my people. I will join the soldiers Princess Ah sends through the shopkeeper's passage. After you go in, I will make my way to the palace. Cautiously.
I'll see you inside. You know that, like, them adding in flirtatious dialogue, specifically with Razum Dar, was very, very fan servicey. Because I know many people that have a thing for Raz. Oh, a person I can kill.
Good. No sign of the worm cult yet. Head down the stairs. We will hold here for now.
Remember to disable the Soul Reaper's 5 Claw.
Through here, champion.
Go on upstairs, quietly. The worm cult's just outside the door.
Lead the way, champion. We'll help you destroy the Soul Reapers.
I mean, there's also like a Twitter account I follow called Sexy Razum Dar that's like this guy that like role plays how hot Razum Dar is, and
disrupted our plans. They are
it's
coming.
very interesting.
Then delay them. I need time to find the gift.
We shall hold the palace as long as possible.
There's a Soul Reaper right there.
Friend, destroy the Soul Reapers before they take more souls!
I'll die on my feet before I kneel to you.
Save as many as you can.
I cannot believe it. Thank you, stranger. Thank you. Save who you can and find the Reapers, my friend.
Get him. And down they go.
Please, no! Why are you doing this?
That's 3.
There's another Reaper just ahead! Take it out and find Baranor! Good work, my friend. Now make your way to the palace.
Holy shit.
Wretched dogs! Tiger, destroy these meddlers!
Got your back.
This is different.
I'm hurt. Should have been more prepared.
You think you've won? Sunport is unimportant. The day of the Blackworm is coming!
Yeah, so my own personal fan theory is that the Worm Cult is doing all this to bring back Metamarco, since he does show up later in the lore.
That's right. Make them pay.
You beat that thing? Good work, pal.
I'd be mad if I went out like that.
Of course I beat it. You forget who you're fucking dealing with, dude.
Did Farinor leave anything behind? Take a look
Wormblood's
around, then meet
orders.
the others
Dark
outside.
Adept Farinor. Proceed with your plan to remove the region. Use the ensuing confusion to deploy our Soul Reapers and harvest all the souls you can. We need that power for our great work. If you can lure this so-called Stirk Fellowship to its destruction at the same time, so much the better. When you hear from the passages beneath, leave. Sunsport to your subordinates. I need you to ensure everything goes smoothly. I have a promising line of inquiry into the gift of death and intend to personally see to its recovery. High Necromancer Wormblood.
Good work, everyone. The worm cult has fled the city. Comrade, a word, please. It was no easy fight, but the palace district is secure. Your destruction of Soul Reapers was a great help, and it seems you cleansed Venutilmo Palace as well. Good work. Scordo said you saw Mage Farinor. Did she say anything?
Farinor takes orders from a master called Wormblood. He's looking for the gift of death.
Wormblood? A successor to Manamarco, perhaps, yet I know of no villain by that name. Nor have I ever heard of a gift of death. Clearly, we have much to learn about the worm cult's plots. At least you have put a name to our foe.
Here, I found Farinor's orders inside the palace. What do you make of them?
Nothing yet. Let's take a moment to regroup. Your valor secured a firm ally in Regent Corinway and showed the Alliance representatives the threat we face. Whatever the worm cult intends, the Stirk Fellowship will be ready to meet them. Thanks to the conflict and we still have work to do, comrade.
Added to mementos. Oh, interesting. Homage to Sanguine. Very nice. Alright, well, beekos, alright, well, this is where we are going to end things. I might do more later. I will be definitely doing more tomorrow. But we shall see. I'm tired as fuck from work, so I'm going to go upload this and lay down. Possibly, look through some stuff. But yeah, until the next one, beekos, this has been Eric the Plague Doctor 981YT, or as I'm known on Twitch, Plague Doctor 98TTV. And I will see all of you wonderful people in the next one. Bye!